Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. All of 2021, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were strong last week. See, New England.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The Ravens at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Jackson will throw again. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A give. Dobbins trying the right side. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Jackson now. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And that is no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At the 20. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look,
and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out.
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And this is picked up by the Browns. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
A costly mistake there in the return game, and that is not how you want to answer an opening touchdown.
Yeah, and your defense is asking you a lot of questions right now because you're already down 7-0. You turn the ball over, they've got to go right back out there to try and keep it from getting to 14-0.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll try again with Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Nick Chubb with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Dobbins. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he will be the Ravens' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Jackson, this throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Throwing on 2nd down. Watson going out wide, finds Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Watson off play action. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yeah.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
But a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half. We just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Watson's throw pulled in by Schwartz. He'll get it inside the 20.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them. So I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
The Ravens take over the first half of the game at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The offense on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Play action. Now Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
Back deep, Jakeem Grant. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. .150 left to go in the second quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Chubb. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he's gonna miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, but that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Reset.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football, because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Watson.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down to the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
He's got room at the 30.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet Just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Watson looks to throw again. Right back to Njoku. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the first and goal.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick 6.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and bring down what they're trying to do offensively.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Watson now to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Second down and 5.
Moore, the man in motion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson going for the deep ball.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The Raven offense gets set at the line for this next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Jackson on 1st down.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
To throw again is Jackson.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. That is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Edwards is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson, touchdown!
Devin Duvernay,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Now, all of a sudden, we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a two-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to patch together a good drive right here and now.
Defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the jet sweep, here's Cooper. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got it.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz, 58 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
A give running right is Chubb, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here.